here's how to contact us immediately. Now I'm going to type in just another search term here. What I've typed in is heating repair. If we take a look at typing in heating repair, again, we have our ads on the top, we have ads on the right, and then we have this section down, which is called free search, or sometimes it's called organic search. And there are strategies that you can pursue. Obviously, preparing your ads and paying for ads, you can get your ads in placement on a search page. And then there are a variety of strategies that we'll talk about today that allow you to get your information high up into the free search results. So from a marketing standpoint, there's a huge difference also in the amount of time that people spend searching on the internet. I like to think of the internet as there's the first 10 seconds and then there's everything else. Because it's really in that first 10 seconds that you have to get your message across if you are on the internet. And the reason you can do that in 10 seconds is that if you're utilizing search, you already know what they're searching for, so you don't need as much time to convey your message. And the second thing is that people have really become scanners. When the internet was first starting out, all the ad agencies and everybody would make very large color brochures, and those big color brochures are what ended up on the internet first of all. Then, as search engines came out, people started to realize that they could very quickly have 100 big, nice, full color brochures in front of them. And they realized there's no way that we can read all this. So it's an interesting thing that people have actually really become scanners now, where you can go on the web, you can search, you can find 100 of what you're looking for, and now you need to scan very quickly, in 10 seconds or less, in order to find something in any reasonable amount of time. So what happens is that when you are found on the internet, someone has scanned through a bunch of different websites, most likely. They found your message and it was compelling enough, it was directed to them enough that they then went to the next step and contacted you in some way. After that 10 seconds, that is where all of the other, there are many other things on the web that allow you to then give that person a lot of more information. Maybe they can fill out a questionnaire, maybe they can get articles related to whatever it is that you're providing to them. But really, that's after that 10 seconds, that person is now in the prospect sales cycle, where you can then very strategically allow your prospects who are now in your sales cycle to receive the information that they need to make a decision on buying your service or product. Now let's take a look at one of the ways to target on the internet. Websites typically have a lot of headings, have many pages, and when you're really looking to market on the internet, one of the strategies is to really get down to your market niches. Now this is what I would call a microsite. The company who we did this for sells all kind of incentive items, whether it be, as you can see, there's backpacks here, shirts, sweaters, so forth. They have 250,000 items that you can search for on their website. Well, they really weren't getting any internet leads, and so one of the first things we did was create educationincentives.com. And the difference here is that when someone who's an educator is searching for school items and that type of thing, this is what they're going to see in that first 10 seconds when they find your message. Education incentives. They're immediately going to know that it's specifically for them. And the real way to queue up these very individual messages is because if you're intercepting what people are searching for, they can instantly see that you're targeting them, and they'll feel very comfortable that this is someone who's providing exactly what I want. The next one is actually for the same exact company, and they wanted to, another one of their big markets are associations who like to buy all kinds of things with the name of the association on it, give it out at trade shows and so forth. And so we created associationgifts.net. Again, what happens is that in that very first 10 seconds, when someone finds this website, they will have typed in some keyword which we've identified is unique to associations, and they will find a site which very quickly says, hey, we're providing exactly what you would like. So the real real task in terms of utilizing the internet comes back to basic marketing. Before you can really do anything on the internet and utilize the vast technology structure that is out there now, it really makes sense to go through a process of analysis where you profile and segment your prospects, you profile and segment your customers, you look at your offline and your online marketing, what is the strategy there, and you really target your niches very, very carefully. And then when you're marketing, you can track every single thing online, you can refine your message, you can find out what words are working, and in every case, when we start campaigns, those campaigns can double and triple in effectiveness after several months, after you really get the feedback and you are finding out who's been clicking, who's been going to this, who's been buying. You can get metrics. You'll start off with things like cost per lead. You can look at your cost per clicks. Then you can end up with actual cost per customer numbers, and even cost per customer within specific niches that you're targeting, which is extremely effective for increasing the effectiveness of your campaigns. And when you look at your profiling, just to go through a little bit of those details, some of the things: who do you sell to? How do you turn your prospects into customers? It's very important that you look at your sales process, because an internet lead is different than a lead from, say, a referral or something else. A human being hasn't talked to that person yet. So it really is important that when you are generating leads off the internet, that person comes in to your sales process with the right expectation. For example, is it something where their expectation is that they can go to a web page and buy your product? Or is their expectation that they really need to come in and there's going to be a needs analysis and you need to figure out what's the right solution for them before you can actually prepare a quote? So it's very important that people that you do get from the internet, that you've set that stage and you let them know, here's what to expect as you go forward. Looking at your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats is very important in order to position you on the internet around your competitors and to try to meet your goals. And so then how do you successfully market? It's all about getting that real-time internet research to match your information to what's taking place on the internet. For example, you can look at market niches and so forth, and you might find a market niche that, that's just going to be either really tough or really expensive to market on the internet. You may have other market niches that are absolutely perfect for the internet. So you need to do the research of what's going on the internet and look at the data to find out, about how much is it going to cost? Is this a good niche of ours to market on the internet? So, just in review, in general, we're going to target prospects with microsites and other technologies. We're going to gather prospect information in a variety of ways. We're going to immediately deliver the message in 10 seconds or less. We're going to have a call to action so that in that 10 seconds you can really get that prospect to, it's a very fleeting moment as they're scanning all these websites. And you really want that person to contact you or in some way let you follow up with them so that you could then get them into your sales process. And ultimately you want to improve the conversion process. And the word conversion is thrown around a lot. There's a lot of different meanings of it, but there are actually conversions at all different points of the process of internet marketing. You may have the conversion of, well, how many people that see your ad are clicking on it, and then out of how many people that are clicking on your ad are contacting you. How many people that contact you ultimately buy your product. So all of those, there's opportunity to increase that conversion rate at all of those points as you're implementing internet campaigns.